Hey there, YouTube viewers. So we're in the Imperial City in the gardens, and we're just walking around. Actually, I've been here for most of the day, and I am gonna wander out, but I'm gonna take my time doing it. And I figured, why keep all of this to myself when we can share it? And look at the quality of these jardinières. Some of them are, I think, of the period. They were all, part of the Imperial grounds. And they probably had more than enough to choose from. I'm thinking, let's go up there. We can't pass this up, right? Look at that little tree there in the nice little pot. And here we have a little section of the moat where there are ducks. There are ducks that live in the moat. And there's a beautiful cascading little dwarf tree. I wouldn't call it a bonsai. Bonsais are Japanese and they're miniature dwarf trees. I think I was up there in 2020. So 2020 was a while ago. And somehow I think the whole Imperial Palace has improved since the time I was here in 2020. And let me just, I was zoomed in too closely. So, I can't resist. Look at how this is mounted up on little stools to level it off. Fitting, right? Look at how this is beautifully presented. This is a magnificent tree. So let's ascend, shall we? Before we leave the gardens of the Imperial City. Actually, that's a little too steep for me to bend, so we're going to satisfy ourselves with this vantage point. It's a pretty nice one, actually. So I think I'm gonna head towards that in that direction. So yeah, there's quite a steep little step here. And I don't want to tempt fate because my quads have been rehabilitating nicely from my mishap last year when I was in Saigon and I was dehydrated and I tore some ligaments connecting my quads 1 month apart. And it's taken this long for me to get as close to normal as I've ever been, and it seems to get progressively better as time goes on. So I'm not going to look at gift horse in the mouth. So we need to go this way according to Google Maps. And that's what we shall do. Which means you guys get the benefit of this little walk. Yes, the shade is great. And we've got many moments where we can be in the shade, which is favorable to what's on the screen. It's also favorable to what the camera lens can pick up. Somebody asked me, why is there white paint on the trees? And I believe it's some type of protection against an invading beetle or some type of parasite which can bore through the bark and it gets like at ground level. And so let's see, is this it? Nope, we're supposed to go this way. So that's my best guess, but I haven't been corrected or haven't had the subject elaborated upon by an arborist. Is that what you call a tree doctor? An arborist? But in fact, I think I have an arborist in my family, like kind of like through marriage, you know? Like a stepsister's or an ex-stepsister's sister's husband who's an arborist, and maybe that's where I heard about this, or I might have seen this on a TV episode regarding how to protect trees from invading pests. So yeah, I really enjoy, take note, because if you have grounds and the ability to make gardens and to beautify your gardens, and you want to appoint things, like a beautiful wall, shrubberies, things of that nature, this is the way to do it. I haven't seen better grounds. Of course, there probably are. I just have yet to see them. But we're working on it. So let's see, where do we go from here? Left or right? It says we go left. So over there is, in case you want to use the WC, the Universal WC is straight ahead in that little building there. And here's an original wall section that has been left. So we go right up to this wall here and we hang a right. And there should be an exit coming up soon. And luckily, looks like we have a lot of shade between here and there. The exit, that is. So we get to enjoy, and of course you can hear the birds, right? When I'm not talking. Every now and then, since I've been on holiday, I've had the odd glimpse of a dragonfly, just flying by. It's generally there near water. And for some reason, it just brings me some kind of happiness. And I guess because it is the month of February, and that's not normal for a Canadian to be seeing dragonflies in February. So that does not escape me. And I realize that there are a lot of Canadians, millions of them, that don't have the opportunity to see a dragonfly fly by because it's too damn cold for dragonflies to be existing in Canada. So maybe that's one of the reasons why it brings me some kind of happiness. But I kind of like dragonflies too. But I kind of like live ones. You can get decorative ones. Tiffany made really beautiful lampshades, like stained glass lampshades with dragonfly motifs, and they look great. And then I bought some little dishes in Vietnam, in Hanoi, 2 times, like little dipping bowls, things that you can put like soy sauce or pepper sauce, or little serving platters, things of that nature. Some of them are square, some of them are lightly concave, and they all have a dragonfly motif, like a blue on gray, type of ceramic. And I like those, but the live ones, I kind of always liked their design, how they fly. Just they have a vibe about them. Maybe the dragonfly is my spirit animal, I don't know. I haven't really chosen one, but yeah, why not? So here we have a gate. I think we can leave the premises from this gate, but you cannot enter. You may leave, but you cannot enter. We shall see. We're at road number 10. Or maybe you can enter. So now we're leaving the Imperial city, but we're still within the old quarter. And I am going to a restaurant I chose from Google Maps.
What are they doing? It's almost 4 o'clock.
And I have the option of returning tomorrow if I want to. We'll see how I feel. I had a magnificent day on Twitter live streaming earlier this morning. I had people from the community, the former Twitter community, kind of how do you say it when people reunite and they reconnect with people they haven't seen in years? Things of that nature. And I had like over 500 viewers on my stream. Over 500 viewers. So the gentleman across the street thinks I want to get a hired cyclo, and no, I don't. I just want to keep walking. So I'm just going to keep walking, which is great. So I am staying in the old quarter within walking distance from here. Let's see, do I want to go this way? Nope, I want to go this way. And then I'm going to hang a right, and then that should bring me to a restaurant that I've chosen on Google. So here's a little side park right here. And I'm kind of glad that there's enough shade along the way so that I'm not, live streaming in bright sunlight. Won't have the ability to see anything on the screen. Things like that. So either I hang a right at this intersection or I go to the next one. I think it's this intersection. So we came from there. We had a marvelous day with a lot of people reactivating from the community from old Periscope, and just feeling like, oh my God, this is like what Periscope used to feel like. So I really appreciate that, and they were so grateful to be on this walk, by the way. And we were very fortunate to have beautiful weather to broadcast. So down this way is where I'm going to go and make a stop. Not that far, maybe a block and a half from here. And we'll see if how hungry I am. And then I can then walk back to my hotel and have a lie down. Because right now it's the hottest, well, it's still warm, it's still a warmer part. It's gonna start cooling down in a couple of hours. So yeah, I could use like a power nap. But I figure, why walk this all by myself when I can give you guys the benefit of just sauntering here in Old Quarter Hui. And so you can see I can pick and choose. There are coffee places that are open, there are outdoor places, there are street places, but I'm gonna favor like an established restaurant institution kind of place. Or I hope that's what I'm going towards. We'll see. So earlier on my way here today, I was bit by a yappy little dog who was in a house that had really beautiful bonsais. And they were just so beautiful, I had to go live for one of my viewers. Except that the dog got too close to me and he gave me a sneak bite. And it was like about 2 minutes afterwards that I started seeing, that he had broken the flesh, and there was a little trail of blood. Not big trail, a small trail. So it has dried on my calf, and now it is a badge of honor, 'cause 'tis just a flesh wound, and I'll get better. But still, I generally don't have that effect on other people's pets. They generally like me. So it was surprising. But I guess this dog has just one job. Oh, so it should be right on this corner, so it might not even be open. What is it called? It's called Quan Hai San Sol 66. Yeah, Quan Hai San Sol 66. And it should be, where would it be? Because it's supposed to be right at the intersection. So this isn't it. Sort of something or other. But I can continue on. Oh, I passed it. So it was down there. It was down there. And I don't know if I want that place I just passed, but we'll see. So it's either this tented place or it's across the street from the tented place. And so that place kind of looks grungy. And this place kind of looks like easier to maintain. But I don't see a marquee. So we have arrived. It's probably here. So it might be across the street. So I'm thinking we could go down a little further, see if there are more eateries. Because let me try something here. Let me try something here. I can do that, or I can go to my place and then see if I come across something close to my restaurant. There we go. I mean my hotel. So my phone is waiting for a signal. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I go in a straight line and then I hang a right. So there is one major restaurant that does beef noodle soup there. So I just have to go straight and it's before no, and then I hang a left. So let's do that. I checked it out yesterday and it should be open around this time. Or maybe it's only, wait, you know what? You have to check your, let's see. They made open at 5. No, it says open now. So we'll do that. We'll go straight ahead. And I don't think this is the same street as where the dog lived. I think it's further to our left. So this is a safer street. Although the dog was in like a, you know, an interior dog. He was an inside dog. And I was in his house. And he was letting me know that he didn't want me there. Even though his 2 owners were there. He was telling me that he was not giving me his leave to stay. So let's go down here. We've never been down before. And yeah, I need a pedicure, but I don't feel like one now. I have, you know, I can wait. I haven't had my toes done in about a month, and so they're overdue. But they can stand another day or 2 if they have to. I'm only walking around in flip-flops anyway, and nobody has stopped me on the street to point at my toes. So why don't we cross the street on the shady side, because it's better for the camera and it's better for me, because I can see what's on the camera. Oh, you see there's a homestay, which is different than a hostel and different than a hotel. And I can't remember what the name of a sort of a no-tell motel, like a roadside no-tell motel where people go out of their way to go to when they don't want, you know, the locals to know that they're having a clandestine meeting. And they have a particular name, and I knew what it was last year, but I can't remember what it is. So Cafe 62, and right now it looks pretty empty. So you can get juices here, but it looks quite pretty with the appointed bonsais. So that's another thing. I guess if you have a green thumb, this little part of Hue is really charmed when you beautify it with the antique building and you add these little appointed potted trees and you take care of them. Okay, so the next corner I hang a left and eventually check out the dog. So nice gated door, even though there's a bit of rust on it. It has like an Art Deco, Art Nouveau, transitional vibe to it. I kind of like it. This is the round symbol in the middle of that gate is the Chinese long life symbol. And by the way, I'm wearing a glove. Hello, you. Yes, I see you. Don't worry, I won't come and bother you because I've already been bitten once today, and I'm good. I'm okay with. I've had enough dog bites for one day. So we hang a left here, which is a nice little side street, and there is that beef noodle place that is on our way. So it's on the other side of the street, but we're on the side of the traffic where we can see it coming, and it's coming up. Yesterday I stumbled upon a little porcelain museum, Actually, it might be that corner street over there, because we might have to go a little further to the right. So you see, here's a nail place, but this is like, I don't think it's a pedicure per se, but I think if you're doing nails, you do them all, right? So I like this street because it's a little more quiet than some of the major streets. See, this little retaining wall here looks like it's gonna fall any day now. And I assume it'll be expensive to repair when it does. So the name of the place that we're going to is called Bunbo Banya, and they actually have quite favorable reviews on Google. I went yesterday, but I went too early. So here we have barbed wire, which is not friendly. So let's see if they're open at this time. I think this might be the street where the museum is on, which is like a little further to the left. But here it is. So there are no customers here, or yes, there might be. So there's not, it's still early. We can come back. We can come back. My hotel isn't that far from here. So they actually officially open at 5, or they start having clients at 5. So we're gonna make our timings around 5, and maybe my hotel will have other suggestions because I'm not super hungry. I had a proper breakfast today, and I've had what to drink on the Imperial Palace grounds. And we passed by this toy store more than once. So we have 1, 2, 3, a few blocks to walk in a straight line, and we come to my hotel. And I know if I were to go further that way, there's like a major artery which has more eateries that are open. Here's like a hi. Here's like cool drinks and stuff. So nice. That's a nice way of. Oh, so this must have been. No, I think they were burning garbage. So I don't want a cafe because yeah, they could probably have some limited menu options, but I want a proper restaurant. Oh, look at the little puppy on the motorbike, and there's a beautiful aquarium. And locals love their cafes. They really do populate them. There's one. But I don't want a cafe. Oh, fried chicken and French fries. Again, doesn't speak to me. I could go for a bowl of noodles and something. So this street, if I were to go either left or right, I would most likely find a restaurant. But I think this is the street where the little museum is located. So I need to watch my P's and Q's. Okay, just slowing down. Just slowing down. There we go. Getting closer. I might need to stop in here for a phone cover for my 6S Plus, because I bought one not too long ago and it's already cracked. The protector, the phone protector. So even though it has a little bit of silicone in it, it wasn't enough to protect itself. But it is protecting the phone. The Munchkin. So here they have little bowls of something or other, but I'm gonna pass. Look at the little box. Ah yes, the paint store. We're getting closer. So a lot of deliveries are made on the back of a motorbike. And now, see, this is very weird how other people's need to unload and load or park their bikes take priority over pedestrians in a obvious pedestrian thoroughfare. So that's really odd to me, how pedestrians don't get more respect. What gets respect is your motorbike here. Ah yes, they have a goose and 2 chickens on the rotisserie. So I might actually come here for a chicken meal. It's the closest to my place. Kwan Sung Tong? Yeah, Kwan Sung Tong. I should look into, see what's on the menu. Study the menu a little more carefully. You know, it's not even on the map. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I am looking at the menu. So I might just have a lie down and then come back, or go further, because I can take a... What's nice about Hue is that the rent-a-bike system works extremely well here. The moment you go live with a request, within a few seconds of you going live, you've got a driver that's coming to you, and it doesn't take forever. Other parts of Vietnam, it all depends on the volume, I guess, of need. Like in Dalat, there isn't a lot of industry. Like, I guess the economy is so good that you don't have a lot of people that hire themselves out as motorbike taxis. So you can sometimes be waiting for 20 minutes for somebody to answer your request, and then take another 10 minutes or more to come and get you. So that's a consideration. You have to factor in, oh look, dead hair. I guess it's the barber. Yeah, it's the barber. So that's where they put their trimmings, right on the side of the road. So there's a lot of sweeping that occurs here in Asia. So, no, I'm walking up to where I'm staying. So I'm going to conclude my little walk. And thank you guys for coming in. And again, it's been a very pleasant time here in Hue. This is the old quarter of Hue. And I would say it's, of my 3 visits, this is my better one, because I'm really enjoying the old quarter, the walking proximity to the Imperial Palace, the kind of day I had live streaming. I started with a drone from my second story terrace, and we were able to survey the Imperial Palace from that vantage point. And of course I got away with it, meaning I didn't disturb anybody and nobody was the wiser. And I might even be able to do it again. This is a little ceramics painting enterprise. Look, pretty cool. Teaching kids art, giving them something like an outlet for them to be creative. So I need to hang a right, so I'm going to let you guys go because I'm at Hui Coffee. I just need to turn the right here and I'm at my little hotel. So thank you for coming in, and we'll be back with more stuff. Bye for now.